Since Gaiman the Glorious stepped foot in Crackler Point and decided to strengthen his ambition, he has not stopped fighting. One war to the next. The War of Crackler Point, the invasion of the Iron Isles, which saw the death of Gaiman's own father, the invasion of the Stormlands and destruction of the Storm Kings and conquest of the Riverlands and all that, and the several rebellions that continued since, the war against the Isles, which lasted a few seconds till they rebelled, or not rebelled, bent the knee, the war against the Vale, which unified most of Westeros against Gaiman, the Lions of the West, and the Roses of the Reach, took up arms against us. Dawn had stayed relatively out of it since Prince Oberyn, the son of the others, has taken over. And I think she's just had a bastard. Interesting. With the that guy, he's been sent to the wall. But yeah, Gaiman has been ceaselessly fighting since the day he stepped in Crackler Point. It should have been a bad omen when Gaiman's own forces were defeated and his father came to save him. Now Gaiman is on his own. His father is no longer here, his mother's no longer around to keep an eye on him. Gaiman is his own man. And now with his own father's dragon to keep an eye on him, things either will get better or they get worse. However, Gaiman's come to the conclusion of the advice of his own wife, children. Daenerys, the dreamer, obviously dreamed into the future and saw the destruction that would be raged should Gaiman carry on his war. His own son Aegon has tried to convince his father to stand down for the good of the realm, to stop the fighting. And Gaiman has come to the conclusion that once he's done this war, and once he's finished fighting, he will end it there. He has conquered much of Westeros, more than his ancestors had ever done since the Targaryens were in Valyria and took over the Isles of Dragonstone. He has done much, and House Targaryen will be remembered as the first kings of Westeros, or himself, Gaiman, as the first king of Westeros. Despite the fact it says prince, please ignore that. The war has carried on so long that Dame Gaiman has gone a bit depressed. He's just constantly fighting. Gaiman just had enough. His own son, Prince Aegon, doesn't want to continue fighting forever, and has convinced his father to try and stand down, or at least stop fighting after the war's done. But will he stop? Who knows? His own wife is pregnant, and Aegon doesn't want to bring another child into another war. And, Aegon wants peace. Dragonfort is now a new home of the Targaryens, and, they're all pretty happy there. And Gaiman also doesn't really want to carry on this whole conquest and war. However, it seemed the plans of his enemies has got in the way. Lord Simon, who has tried to kill people and is trying to scheme for Harrenhal and other claimants and whatnot, his own father was sent to the wall when he tried to cause more issues, and Simon wasn't exactly going to bend over backwards. He also had the War of the Darries as well, which just went on for a while. So the Darries and the Harroways have been at each other's throats for quite some time now. Now Lord Harroway, when the guards came to arrest Lord Simon for his crimes against the realm, Lord Simon, with what many had left, had them arrested. And a fierce little fight took part in the courtyard of Lord Harroway's town. Eventually Simon was victorious, and the men fell back and most were killed. And Lord Harroway decided he would rebel against the throne. Against Prince Gaiman, or King Gaiman. Again, I don't know why it's calling him Prince, but there you go. Lord Harroway, with his allies, and he went around. He wouldn't have started this rebellion unless he had the support of two key individuals. Lord Rosby and Lord Paramount Ronald. The Arryns were bitter since their defeat, and were looking for a chance to rebel again. Rosby wasn't in charge of the rebellion, but the rebellion took place to take out Lord Darkland's power of the coastlands, was successful. And Lord Rosby was bitter over the loss of that, and Rosby's has a new ambition to try and take over the coastlands, declare himself the king of it. While Lord Simon has more ambitions to potentially take over the Riverlands. He desires control of the Riverlands and has done for years. He wants it back. He sees himself as the new king of Rivers and Hills. The Lord of the Vale wants his kingdom back and wants to be declared king again. And the three individuals entered into a small little alliance. Now, to the south, two opportunities have risen up. Lord Narbert of Harvest Hall, and Lord Humphrey Peasbury, both of which hate the current Targaryen monarch and have ambitions to potentially see themselves as Lords of the Stormlands. Now, Lord Narbert is the most strongest and whatnot, so Lord Narbert is the one looking to take the Stormlands and become the new king of it. With his new allies in the north, the Lord of Lord Harroway, who will one day become the Lord of Riverlands, if all goes well to his plans. Lord Narbert, King. Have you noticed they're all called Narbert? Narbert and that guy, yeah. And the Lord of Vale will join together in an alliance to help put Lord Narbert as the new Lord, or King of the Stormlands, the new Storm King. The Narrow Sea, they're sort of there. They don't have any plans for the Narrow Sea, apart from, sending the Targaryens back there. But yeah. But Narbert has rebelled with the joined forces of the Arryns. He has also rallied the Brackens to his side. Lord Jeremy's father was killed by Prince Gaemon, so they have a sort of vengeance, really. His own mother's dead, burnt at the stake, so... Can I know by being louder? Fucking hell, shut the fuck up. Esmene, who lost her son to the dragon, Gaemon's dragon and whatnot. Well, the dragon's dead by now. That was the old dragon. Esme, looking for a chance to Ravik? Is that a word? No idea. She's trying to convince us, she has convinced her son to rebel against the Targaryens. Lord Lewis Piper, who has more than a few reasons to rebel against us, has also joined with Lord Harroway. Obviously, the Arryns have, the House Rosby has as well, and so is the Peasburys and the Selmys. Now, some in the Vale haven't actually joined with the Riverlands. Obviously, the Riverlands with Harroway anyway. So, if I can click on it, Lord Merys, of ever loyal to the crown, has declared for us once again. The Wainwoods, who fought for us last time, have decided to not get involved. Not fighting against us, but they haven't decided to get involved in this fight. Sir Harold, one of the other Sistermans, who's been in charge of the Against the Moon, since I think the other guy died. He's been in charge of it for a while. But he's decided to secretly not get involved. He has refused to send his men to the war, and still has no men to offer his own, but will at some point rally some more troops. The other supporter, who Prince Gaemon / King Gaemon looks to be potentially granted the Vale, Lord Gerald Grafton, who has rallied up his men, called his banners, and has sided with King Gaemon. Also to the south, a ambitious Lord Leo Roseford, has decided to declare war against the Dragon of Sea Lion Cove, the House Neltharion, who control the Dragon's Bay, who recently have no men since their men have been spent in the rebellion. Did I mention I called that Stag's End? Well, there you go. He has rebelled, and actually, it seems... Oh, no, the nuts are still alive. So yeah, we have come to the aid of Lord Hagen, who has been constantly getting this rebellion. He can't hold enough men to fight back, so King Gaemon has come to his aid. And so that Leo can't call his legion, we still have our old prisoners from the war. Lionel Westbrook, who eventually ransomed him off at some point, and Lady Princess Janna and his wife of the current King of the Reach, to persuade the current king to intervene in his vassal's behalf. In the south, we've raised a few men here that are currently Lord Devon Blackheart is trying to take back the... did I send his... Yeah, his father went to the war. He's trying to take back the Summerfield, so we have sent... where is he? Elmer Ehrenford, the Lord of the Crossing, has been sent south to deal with him, and hopefully rushes south now to stop him taking back that land. In the south, Florin, our huntsman, or hunter, or was he the kennel master, isn't he? Yeah. Rode south and arrived at Blackheart, called most of his men to arms, from Lord Davon, Lord Boren, really Boren Summerfield, because he's the one on our side. We've also rallied up some men from Lord Reynard Karen, who's coming north to help us. So we've rallied up some troops there to meet up beside the hall. Prince Gaiman, I keep saying Prince because it says Prince there. Annoying. King Gaiman has arrived in Tumbleton and raised up the forces from Lord Arthur. And has with his commanders, Sir Duncan. I think he actually joined with us from somebody else, I think. And Master Lyman of the God's Eyes comes south to command the forces of Tumbleton to go deal with this rebelling vassal. It's funny that the Reach is still fighting this war over the Starry South, which has been going on for ages. In the southern parts of the land, the armies of Lord Houseborne and the Bramsford and the Chelsteads have come together. The Lord Commander called them together and rallied them now to secure the Byford, securing this river here so the forces from Peak Maiden can't come south to get in the way. Now, the biggest army in the current war is from House Darkland, who was the lords of the coastlands before these rebellion vassals here got rid of them. We probably would have put him back as a lord of that, but for now we need his men. So he's rallied up 7,000 men. Voreno, our greatest dragon rider, has rode south to command the dragon forces. And he's gone north to rally up 7,000 men. 27 men from Stokesworth are coming. And men from the Sea Lion Cove and Rook's Rest are being rallied as well. In the Riverlands, Prince Aegon and his wife Elena currently control. Aegon's gone to Riverrun to rally up the Tully forces. And Princess Elena's gone north to rally them. I think there's another commander in the way somewhere as well. Maybe not. Yeah, Lesden of the King's Tower has rallied up the force from Wayfarer's Rest. Which you may remember, Lord Edmund was actually killed, died in specific circumstances. Likely his brother had something to do with it. But he's dead. So quickly, Lesden went over to secure their loyalty immediately and rallied the men. Edarin Forrester, our current captain of the Household Guard, rallied up the forces from the Dragon's Fort and is marching straight on the Bracken forces before they can get a chance to repair their forces. So the Riverland men move north, and obviously the forces all combine to bring down their full might on the Brackens. This army, actually, I was going to send them that way, but I think what I might do is send these men of the Aaronfords and the Rygers can actually move this way. What I will do is put Elena in charge of that, because Aegon's already commanding the forces south. Elena's currently with Childs, which is a little annoying. Not annoying, it's not really hurtful, but Commander Lesden will ride south after he's secured the loyalty. He will go north and help Elena command the forces in the north. So yeah, that brings us up to speed, essentially, what's going on. This will be the last episode of Gaiman's run. I'm moving on to Aegon the Conqueror. Oh, King Jorah has declared the invasion of the... Right, okay. Interesting. I was waiting for him to see what he does with that, but he's going for the Vale, so we need to deal with the Vale quickly before they get overrun by the Starks. But yeah, essentially, Darren can probably move there, to be fair. But yeah, we need to deal with this war quickly. The Stormlands are now under control of Lord Serwyn Bolling, while whoever the hell, some random woman who's taken in charge. Lord Dondarran's been exiled and sent back to his castle. We're probably going to try and retake it for him at some point if I get a chance. Okay, seems they're going to try and get in the way. We'll try and cut him off the field. Shit. Right. Hope they get over there quickly. No, not quite. We'll move north to Kingsguard forces. See, we'll move there. The Brand's Fort didn't go quite according to plan. The king now engages the forces here. Shall immediately deploy our dragon. Defeat his forces. The war score's pretty low, so we need to kill his army now. I think we go straight for Roseford. Our little Gerald has come to my aid. Excellent. He's doing well fighting there. I think it's very better to potentially move on forces here. Put Aegon and Adair in there. Aegon will take the full force. We'll probably have to move into the Vale pretty quickly. In fact, what I will do actually is rally up what forces I can and move them into the Vale. And the 7,000 guys here can march on there. Actually, I'll get Aegon to command that. And for Reno, who is our greatest dragon rider, can march straight north to deal with that. 170 guys. I have no choice but to pull them in. No, 500 guys got there too quickly, and that was the end of it. Span the guys there. Aegon will march south and help his father, I think. Defeat the armies of the Stormlands in the south. We can group up with the king now. But yeah, I'm moving on to Aegon the Conqueror after this. Because I want to. The king will intercept them here. Oh god. The king might have to call back in a minute. Let's get the king in there quickly. Crap. Let's call the dragon in. Lost way too many guys there. Captain Flapping and Irons, and that'll be the end of that little there. What the hell's going on Riverlands? Not Riverlands, Coastlands. We won't be having that. There's shit to be done. Right. Let's see if the Wycliffes have joined me. How do you pronounce that name? Yeah, the Upcliffs have joined me, not the Wycliffes. The king's got it covered in the south, he's fine. Actually, what I will do is just besiege their lands. The Vale's going to come out eventually and face me. Just run away somewhere. Okay, we've sieged down his capital. Excellent. I'll get him to raise, guys, and then what I'll do is I'll send him over to siege Aegon's Ridge for now. Excellent. Now war's over. I'll send Forena to deal with that, and I'll send Aegon Gaiman north. Lord Commander's still alive, so we'll get him to command that. And Prince Aegon can start besieging. Probably Rosby, actually, because they are a pain. We'll march back into the Reach, the Riverlands. You can ransom back Tyrell, that's good. Is that Tyrell? Or, yeah, it is. I think my mother, my daughter's giving birth. We need to end this war pretty quickly before the Arryns, the Starks come over and start kicking ass. You're too small to go on your own, go north. Dreadmarks are independent for this war, or neutral rather than they'd be getting attacked by the a slave raid, so that's great. Jakar. I'm not calling him Jakar. I think he'd call him... Aegon name probably after his father, I think, yeah. That sounds like something I think Aegon would probably do. Who's that chick? No idea. Oh, Rhaegar's, one of Rhaegar's wives. With Gaiman... Gaiman's no fool. Wants to marry his sister. I suppose that's acceptable. Chuck them all in that dungeon for their crimes. It seems the Aegons have joined me, yeah. Many of the Vale Lords are rising up against what's his face, which is I'm generally not surprised. These 600 guys can go over there and join with him. The rest of the Vale Lords can join up with me. I'm gonna go kick some ass. Elena's back at duty, so yes, that's fine. Shall I march straight on Neri? Actually, we'll probably divide our forces because of the attrition's terrible. Get the Lord Commander to lead that. Just move my commanders around a bit. Now we can group together. His 5k can go south and deal with them. They'll raise more men. Won't be enough to save them. Good friends with him, good. Can I get another commander? Will my commanders just drop dead? I think so, yeah. Or Karen can join in then. Can't raise anyone there. So if we're going to appoint another commander, can we? Oh, there we can. Yeah, we need to get north and deal with this. Deal with all this before the Vale shows up. The north shows up. But yeah, I think we'll probably wrap this up. We played this game and it was meant to be for a fun little series, not really for to go on to so many episodes. So I'm keen to move on. Yeah, run away, bitch. Yeah, march straight on them. Yeah, those guys all dead. No, Rosby's fallen, that's fine. We'll move over to Pink Maiden now and siege that down. Deploy Dragon Siege, and we've burnt it to the ground. Throw his wife in jail. Capture the bugger. Should I have all his people arrested? Could do. Not that it matters, we'd be stripping them as that. The Bane of Haraway's Town. Nice. My victory as well, ladies and gents, that's it. Yeah, I think Gaiman will be harsh on them. He's not going to let them keep their shit after this. Gaiman's an old man. Well, just thinking over things. Lewis is an old man. It's not exactly... From Gaiman's point of view, he won't obviously know the little plot they had in mind, so Gaiman will probably be a bit more lenient. Despite the fact that he's still kind, so I don't think he'd kill them all. Haraway's getting it though, but... Take a hostage from Lord Piper, I think. Whoever it is, I don't know. Whether it's his brother or something we took. No idea, we'll find out. He'll probably come in later. Lord Narbert, we don't obviously know the whole plot that was going on, so we just have Ben and the bugger off. Well, Aaron has caused me much trouble, so we'll go straight to jail. He'll forfeit the Bay of Crabs. I'll let Ross be, but then... would he? Rosby was a very large supporter, so I think I will have his... We'll let him bend the knee for now. Yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, crush. I don't think... Then they rebel because we killed their son. Yeah, that's stupid. Hopefully House Grafton will assert their loyalty once again. I won't revoke their shit, but I will have him have his head, I think. I don't think he would have left and let him live. But House Darry, who has suffered greatly at the hands of House Haraway, shall be rewarded with bear crabs, I think. Wait, what is this under something else? Oh, this is all the High Lordship of Butterwell. Oh, okay. Suppose House... She could always revoke it, but nah. We are kind, so I don't think we would. We'll give it to the Butterwell so they can have the have it back. So I think how it is the High Lordship of Butterwell, so it should really go to them. Darius can take the Bay of Crabs. I think that's fair. Serena to give that to, but for now we need to deal with the Avail first, and then we can go on with that. I'm taking his sister. It's fine. Yeah, the Starks lost their war, which is good. I don't think they can call it again because inconclusively, that's it, done. What's going on? Oh, these are on my side, okay. The Lord the Arons can, well, Gaiman continue to burn the place down. House Grafton has once again joined me, excellent. The Lord Commander saved that, nice. I need to actually educate my kids, I'm so bloody busy with all the war. Einar's not even, like, skilled yet. Oh, yeah, now he's trying, that's good. That's fine. Alright. We'll ride the Vale Lords to my side. He will join me from last time, which is good. Well, deploy Dragon Siege. Can't call the Court of Hiding. I don't actually know who that is, actually, to be fair. Oh, he's declared himself king, well, his wife gets it. But even though she's a Redfort, it's still his wife. Or we can ransom her back. I might just ransom her back, to be fair. Ransom her back. Ride the Lords and start marching in the Vale. Oh, Stonehead just not joined him? Okay, no. I think the Stonehead just saw the massive army coming his way and was like, ah, fuck that. On second thought, I'm no longer an Aaron supporter. Rossby, I spared your life, dude. Got your common sense and didn't do that. Kids burn it down. I think the Arrons would be a pain in the ass. Right, we'll move south. There's a civil war going on over there. Get everyone to join with me. Lord Roland and the Stony Heads join me. The Driftmark guys. The Driftmark guys. The Valerons have joined me, and so has the Belmores, which is quite a decent house. I mean, to be fair, it was Goldtown that joined me first. Oh, his father's dead. Oh yeah, pay that line off. There you go. But I mean, Goldtown did. I mean, this guy did join me. Actually, can I marry potentially any of my daughters off? She's marrying Lord Paramaris. He's not marrying anyone. I could betray Ranella to Horus, potentially. Prefer him actually, or no, wouldn't. They wouldn't. Not if I give him the veil, he won't. If not, I'll give it to Belmore if they kick up a fuss about marriage and whatnot. Renzanor's betrothed to the Darkling girl, which I am going to give... Which I'll probably just keep that because I'm going to marry that. I'm going to keep that together. Princess Daenerys could potentially marry Lord Paramount Sir and the Stormlands. He will when I take over stuff. Lord Gaiman will take what men he has. See Lord Gaiman and Prince Gaiman. Oh, Lord Elmar's died. What happened in this battle here? I think he... White piece. That's fine. Well, there seems to be at Goldtown, so on the head of the Goldtown to kill him. Oh. Oh shit. Prince Aegon just burnt fucking the bloody gate. Shit, okay. He has killed that entire family. Wow. Oh, that's for Reno, never mind. Where's Aegon? Into the fight. I won't deploy a dragon because it will burn Goldtown. With some cell swords, we can send her back to the King of the Reach. Is that the gold tower there, or is it the gold tower sept? I think it's there. Wickington to join me. Most of the Vale Lords have all risen up against. Gang, why have we not taken smoothed up to take the Vale, I suppose? It's capital. My other son Horus is bad. Make him a better fighter. I'll take command again. That guy's been kicked out, apparently. All the Vale Lords coming to my aid, which is pretty good. The run down at Runestone. Keep going back to Goldtown. Funny. Keep sieging down the Erie. Alright, next place is the Riffelmont, I suppose. Or we go march on the Red Fort guys. 9 stars to join me? No, they're still against me. Move against that. While we keep riding down the Vale Lords. But yeah, once the Vale Lords are dead, Yeah, well, I will end this off. I'll probably do a bit of like title stuff and that'll be it, but for the most part, the Veil, what the fuck's going on here? Aemon's claim, and who the fuck's that? Oh shit, he's dead. They're trying to get his... Wait, what the hell's going on? His brother's... Try to get his brother on the throne. Okay. He died of a bunch of shit, and then his son took it. And they want to get his other brother on the throne? Okay, that's weird. I mean... I guess, if you want to do that, that's fine. Okay. See more lands he's got. Bloody go, besiege that. That's ours now. The area's mine. We march to the Gold Tower, I suppose. Or actually, Runestone. Besiege Runestone, I think, and bring the Royces to heal. They will bend, or we shall destroy them. Dana's now the meek, apparently. Don't know what the hell that means, but okay. She has got Meraxes, actually, which is pretty cool. Oh, ha! Who the hell fuck's that? So she's screwing fucking some Veil Lord. Brilliant. That's really what fucking I want to see. Great. How the hell is she even screwing that person? Because she's not even, like... Was he just seduced my daughter? Whatever, she's married to... Hopefully she knocks that off. Yeah, Lord Ufa. Is that Wickenden now join me? You can join the army there. What's the Veil army over there doing nothing? We'll just keep sieging this stuff. Keep burning that down this place. Eventually we'll make the Royces bend. Or we shall break them. But yeah, it'll just be a bit of a long siege really until we kill them off. Okay, victory is ours. And the Veil has been defeated. We shall grant it probably to whoever the hell set my marriage agreement. I guess. Chuck him in the dungeons. And we will revoke his shit. There's no way he's keeping it after this. I can even revoke the High Lordship or the Eyrie, actually. That would be a hell of a punishment, wouldn't it, really? Strip the Eyrie from him. And I'll have him banished to watch. His son's still fairly powerful, but has no one left to really be around to keep an eye on the kid. And we expand our armies. Yeah, we have brought peace to Westeros. When they're on bend knee. Till next time, there you go. But yeah, we won't carry on the conquest because there's no real need. I mean, we're going to be carrying on with Aegon the Conqueror anyway, so there's no point for me to really bother carrying it on. There's just no point. I'll bother resting you. Grafton, you join me without even a doubt in your mind. I could marry Dana to him, potentially, instead of Maris. Could marry Einar potentially to someone here, maybe. But that marriage has been agreed for a while, so I think we'll keep that. Britannia's Einar's married to her, that's fine. Matoris has married anyone. I married Dany is off to the new Lord of the Stormlands to secure and cement our alliances with him. So in time him marry her. I will give those other lands back to him in a bit. We'll see, because Grafton joined me first. But it was his father that joined me first. I could have my other daughter marry Oswell, maybe. Or potentially Lord Darry, actually. Who's the strongest lord in the Riverlands? Valent, to be fair, this guy's been with me for a while. He is short. I'm just looking at who to give. I will give him back the Dustlands, though. Florian. I could marry to his... Because Cersei's kind of old. Can't even find her, actually. Yeah, she's pretty old. And what I might do is marry Narba off... not Narba, he rebelled against me. Maria can marry... Probably not Aenar, but maybe Horus, potentially? Can I get another marriage for Aenar? That's the thing. So I'd like to marry my eldest daughter, but she's not old enough, really. Oswald's pretty good. I mean, the Belmors fought for me. But it was, you know, Grafton's father, who doesn't particularly care about me. Prince Gaiman actually likes him a bit more, he actually likes me less. Although he's zealous, that's the only... Surprisingly, he actually joined me then if he was zealous, that's interesting. Could marry Aenar off to Ranella. I'll do that. And then... Maria can marry my... Was it Aenar we did it to, or was it... I'm going to go ahead and check. I can rebuild Harrenhal, by the way, which I will do. Yeah, Prince Aenar's married Ranella, and I'm going to marry... Maria Darkland off to Prince Horus, I think. Oh, Sowen should accept shortly. Excellent. Lord Arthur I might marry, actually. But to keep them loyal, we'll marry Arthur off to Rhaella, I think. And he wouldn't accept. I like to have children. Why? Because she's frail and lazy? Great. I don't know why that matters at all. Yeah, well, I'll give, oh shit, I just clicked off the game. I'll give Thingy back, the lands to the south. Are they part of his titles? They are, yeah. Well, hand give him back the traitors, I don't really want them. I'm gonna grant him back. Lord Summerfield as well. That's fine. So that secures that. That's good. He's gonna marry my daughter. You probably look at marriages further afield, don't we? Really, they're a bit too old. His science, lost his leg, which is quite interesting. Potentially look at Dawn, maybe, as a... Oh, shit. His fucking sister's heir died. That's kind of... Yeah, that's bad. Does Healer of Dawn, maybe? I could potentially broker an alliance between them. Because Horus is going to marry her. Aenar's going to marry the Grafton girl, so we'll give him, actually, the Vale. I'll give him the area as well, so we probably made that as capital. I can't say that word for some reason. Okay. The Iron Isles. Anyone for you, you're probably saying, tell me to fuck off, won't you, really? Or, you might not. Not to have children. Really? Because she's fucking... Are they going to be that pissy about it because she's got fucking lazy trait? That's so stupid. That is annoying. I think they wouldn't really care as much. Anyway. House Stark, what have you got to offer me? John was a bit... He might accept, though. The like to have kids thing is really fucking me. I can't marry her off anyone, can I? Anyone I can think of I would accept is probably Lords. But you're getting your ass kicked, so I'll marry you out off to Aemon, I think. The Dracers can... We have a bit of Targaryen blood in the Crackler point. Then we'll find a suitable person for Prince Gaemon to marry, I think. I don't know who we can marry him off, actually. Potentially into the Reach, but there's no one of decency. You're a bit 13, you're 8, you're a bastard. Lannister? You have no one of I can marry. I don't think the Isles has anyone for me to marry. I don't know what the hell. What are they fighting over anyway? Elective monarchy. There's probably no point in me marrying them off that, because that's gonna that's not gonna get me anywhere. He's over in the Isles for some reason. Sort of interested to see what's happened to Westeros as well. Oh yeah, Dark, then you can have your lands back. Is Ramsport part of the Riverlands, or is it part of... No, it's part of the, I keep clicking off the fucking game. It's part of the Stormlands, so we give them that, actually. I could give him, Tumbleton, but I don't think I will, actually. So is anyone of... No. I could give them the Tumbleton, but then it might just... I'd rather them be under me, so they don't get attacked by the Reach, and I can't do anything about it, because they're Law Paramountcy. Not you. Shoreham, you're part of that, aren't you? Isn't Shoreham part of my lands? Yeah, you are. Just you're not under him for some reason. It's fine, whatever. There's an alliance I might actually marry him into. But then again, they don't really have a normal succession system. It just anyone gets in charge, it's all over the place. Can't give him that for some reason, that's annoying. Why can't I give him... Oh, because last time I did it with commands, didn't I? Oh, whatever. We'll just say he controls that. Daria, why don't you have your people under you? Here, let me fix that for you. There you go. Who's of any decent match for a marriage with my youngest son? Not that it matters that much, because obviously we're not going to be playing this in much longer. I can always wait around, but I'm probably going to... This is the final episode, so I'm not going to be waiting around, so I'm just going to have a look and see if I can find anyone. Stop clicking off the fucking game. Yeah, there's no one of decency for my son to marry. I'll see who I got in the... In this. Oh, she's too old. Maybe... Don't know. Rhaenyra, maybe, actually. That could be a decent match. Except she's got passive hair lip and all that crap. Fuck it, we're married game to one of his sisters at this rate. I mean, it could be poetic to betroth fucking Gaiman off to the Lady of Wayfarer's breast. But she's 5 years older than him. And also, we're close to Lord Edmund, but like I don't think we're that close to the point where we'd marry his daughter to my son, grandson. Just don't think that we're that close. Seaguards hate me, so I don't think they'd be keen for a marriage alliance. House Tully's the next strongest house. But again, she's 12 years, and he's like, what, not even nowhere near. The Blackwoods actually could be of a decent match, except they don't. There's not many of them left. Lewis Piper. I don't think rewarding him with my granddaughter is actually... yeah, I don't think we do that. You rebelled against me, I don't care. Arthur, you have no... You have no sister I can marry off to, no. Unless you've got some... still don't think you marry them off, to be honest. Let's see what else we can find. Preferably the most strongest vassal we have. Oh, hello. Could marry her to Orochi, potentially. They are the strongest lords I've got. They control 3,000 guys. I think we'll say we're just betroth Meredith off to Gaiman for now. And that'll secure things there, I think. We can always change... I mean, I'm not going to change it now because this is the end of it, but... Lore-wise, we can always change it. Lord Clayton actually is pretty good. I probably should give it to the Lord of the Vale, really. But then he's better, though, so give it to him. You're still the better Master of Laws. Aegon's probably still... Yeah, I'll probably keep him as Master of Arms. Master of Coin. Lord Maidenpool's probably quite... That's probably a decent one there. Danes is the best, so we keep her around Silk Court position. We'll probably get a Maester. I imagine we're getting Maesters in the game. Moreno has the biggest dragon in the world, so I think he'd probably continue to serve the faith. Probably try converting Harrenhal over to that. Clarence Piper can be Lord of this. He's now Storm Seam, so we give my daughter that command of the armies for now. Warden of the East can go to the Vale, the West can be the Crown Lands. Not really, but yeah, whatever. Aegon can be Court Shooter, Cupbearer can be probably the Lord of the Vale, I think. Darkling can have that. We've got 2 Cupbearers for some reason, okay. Master of the Horse, Maidenpool. Forrester can say as my Zap for now. Advisor of that, yeah, that's fine. And Robert's my advisor, that's also fine. You can marry, do martial education. I don't really care about you guys, but I will just give you... I do care about you, because you're my granddaughter. We can commit suicide, but I don't think we do that. I'll release this prisoner. We can demand King's Landing from our... Yeah, I probably wouldn't bother with that. Is that what the Reach are up to? What are they doing? Having this war for the Sept. Has he got troops that are buggered off, like... Have bugged out and gone somewhere else? Don't think so. No, they're just not. For some reason, they're just too stupid to go there. But yeah, much has happened. This little 14-year run we started with. Obviously, the Martells died out. And I'll show you them. The Martells died out. We had Prince Oliver. He died in accidents before we started. Then his son took over. He was killed in the personal combat by this guy, the Kingslayer. Or the Star Slayer, really, probably. Sunslayer, I guess. Prince Oberyn was voted in as the new Lord, the Prince of the Reach. No, Prince of Dawn, I can't speak. Prince of Dawn. He was voted in as the King of Dawn / Prince of Dawn. The Reach still control this. The Stormlands has gone for a few different owners. Obviously, we had the Storm Kings before. Hector took over, but then he lost it. So we made a new alliance with the new Lord of the Stormlands, who's been backed by pretty much everybody. And if I go to Storm's End, I'll show you these Storm Kings. Obviously, Durrandon's all dead apart from these two. Prince Durin, sorry, is commander of the Snowgate, actually. Clement is Prince of the Stormlands and whatnot. So we had Durin Storm, whose grandson now controls Stormlands, which is pretty good. We had Baldric III, whose wife died from drinking. That was after he died. Storm King Baldric was killed by Prince Gaiman's dragon. Which is pretty funny, because my father died before the war started. Yeah, we only had Aenor for about a year, didn't we, I think, until he actually died. So we've been playing this game in pretty much most of this time. Podrick got annihilated by my dragon. Eric took over. His wife's died under suspicious circumstances. That's interesting. Funny enough, her son actually died of sick the infant, which is interesting. Her line completely died out. Eric took over with one eye, lost his eye, and was killed by my mother's dragon, Rayla, the dragon that I've got currently. And then we had Durin, who lost his eye in a duel by combat. I can't remember if that's by me or someone else, who was then eventually beheaded, alongside his sister Elenai as well, ending House Durrandon's line. She's married to Tyr Lannister, who married to the Harlan Hoar, had a kid, whose son may one day sit the Seastone chair. The Reach, relatively the same. King Tommen still alive, the king we started with, still going. The age of 61. He's outlived a few kids as well. Tyr's obviously dead. His grandson stands to inherit the Isles. Prince Tarek, who's gone to the war after having a few bastards. Tyrion, his son, died from a bad case of the flu. There's his grandsons, Daemon and Sir Gerald, who is the eventual heir to the Rock. Lord Tyrant Harmond of the Iron Isles still controls after his father died by Lord Reaver Harris Harlaw. The Kingslayer, his brother's dead. He's now Lord of the Iron Isles. Bent the knee without a fight. King Jorah the Wolf, the Starks still control the north. The Graffens now hold the Vale. The Arryns no longer hold it. We had Prince John, who died of an infection. His son, Prince Ronald, took over and was eventually sent to the wall. And yeah. Anything else to really say? Not really. Obviously now the Uranbart control the Narrow Sea. House Drace hold Cracklaw Point. The Darklands hold over the coastlands. Pretend they hold that. House Nut, the Shield of Stag's End, apparently, still control this, which is fine. Unless you have any more kids, that line is going to die out, it seems. The Dragon Estuary is controlled by the Neltharion, House Neltharion, who did have the Dragon Neltharion before it died. And he's named his house after the dragon that gave him his name, really. The Tumbletons, the Footleys, still hold the Lords of Tumbleton. They're still the Lords of that. And obviously have the various different river lords and control the lands. The Freys have been kicked out of the controlling the whole of the crossing. Now the Ironfords control that. The Masters or on a thread control that. The Darklands probably might inherit that. This guy controls that. The Riders control the Willow Wood. Darius control the Bay of Crabs. The Mutants control the Maidenpool lands. The Butterwells can now control the Butterwell territories. Trantor's still under us. Lawson's still part of the crown for now. Probably give it to my son or grandson at some point. The Pipers still control the Acorns Ridge. The Tullys control the River Run for now, although there isn't many of them left. Bracken's still alive, although if he dies, it will go to the Errol's, the Wemwater, and it'll be a bit of border call there. The Blackwoods are still alive, although there isn't many left of them either, apart from his bastard kid and Meryn Blackwood. Lord Phelan of House of the Trident controls this. Of House Githgar, apparently, whoever the hell they are. Lady Bess controls Wayfarer's Rest of her father, who was a great friend of the king's before he died. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not a lot else to say. Obviously, the Hayfords still control the Hayford, the Rosbys control that, the Stokeworth still control this. And obviously they control that. The Velaryon still live after we sent two of their... Well, we sent Baron's grandfather and father both to the wall for rebelling against the crown. The Celtic are still alive. Lord Aegon's still alive. On my hand, the king, still alive. Aegon, yeah. Well, that's essentially it. The new Valyrians still control. They've been for a few people since, well, Mikello took over. He was murdered. I think he was meant to take over, but didn't take over. I think he was kicked out or something. But he got, oh no, he rebelled and took it, then he retook it. Complicated. But Triarch Mikello took over, then Arios Villaros took over, who was killed by this guy, some random dude. Rival to the Lord of Pente for some reason. And then Braccaro Vassar took over, one of the noble families took over that, which is quite interesting. A little inside note, House Mega is actually where Talissa Mega comes from in the show, in Game of Thrones, the show. She actually came from that family, which is interesting. But yeah, so that ends that, really. There's nothing else to go over, nothing else to go over. Obviously, the Valyria, Orin Verazi's vanished in the mist of Valyria. But yeah, it's a nice little idea. If you ever want to play as, like, in the middle of, like, play as Harrenhal. I did my little Harrenhal start I wanted to do. We renamed it also Dragon's Fort and everything. The Starks are currently having a rebellion in the south. A peasant revolt's going on. I'm sure the Starks will deal with that themselves. There's a few councils. Some people want independence. Some people want council power. But their factions are so small they won't be able to accomplish it at all. I could have killed myself and then Aegon take over, but that's just a bit ridiculous. But yeah, that is Prince Gaiman's run done. Essentially, it was a bit longer than I planned. Hopefully, the next ones won't be as long. But we'll see what happens. The next scenario is obviously going to be Aegon the Conqueror. We'll be disabling the Naughty Event submod because that's, yeah, cursed. We'll disable that. And we will probably, yeah, move on with Aegon the Conqueror. We will start with Aegon the Conqueror when he's attacking New Valyria, because that did happen. Because it's a little interesting scenario and it was almost a nice little warm-up to the War of Conquest. So yeah. But without further ado, that is all for this scenario as Gaiman the Glorious. Now we shall move on to Aegon the Conqueror and see what stuff gets on there. Thank you very much for watching, and farewell.